The following episode is part 2 of a special series featuring the grease management team.
Cruise is filmed around the city of Atlanta, featuring the dedicated men and women of the Department of Watershed Management. They work hard to provide clean, safe drinking water to our customers and downstream neighbors, and protect the environment.
Police, come to the door, please.
Clean water is dirty work, but somebody has to do it. First in service, on the job, all the time.
Good morning. My name is Bernard Burns. Been working for the city of Atlanta for 18 years. I'm presently the supervisor of the Fast Oil and Grease Division, the program for the city of Atlanta.
My name is Monroe Parker. I've worked for the Department of Watershed Management for the city of Atlanta for 9 years. I am currently serving as a pollution control monitor senior, one of the supervisors for the grease management program. We are on our way currently to a grease spill investigation. We're attempting to determine whether or not the sewer lines are clear after the sewer department has performed preventative maintenance on these lines.
And what we're doing, we're looking over the report that we have, and this report here is printed out by the sewer spill team, which is located at 72 Marietta Street. We interface with them, and they give us our service requests or our assignments for the day to go determine whether those sewer laterals are open or manholes are open. This spill here is a residential spill. That is the nature of this one. It is not a commercial or mixed-use community spill. And right now we realize this spill is a public spill because those manholes that are spilling belongs to the city of Atlanta. Some spills actually belongs to private entities. We go out there, we have to make that determination once we're there on site. And if those manholes don't belong to the city of Atlanta, then we tell the community at hand where those manholes belong to, that they have to service there with a private plumber of their choice. Okay. Once we've opened this manhole, we determine that the flow is working well, it's flowing well. We have 2 convergent points. One is coming from the apartment, which is on our east side, and we have a north side flow that's coming straight ahead, coming from the residence that's straight above on this service line. We also have a flow meter that was put in this manhole here by the flow monitoring group, which is headed up by Patrick Woodall. And what it does is it monitors the flow that comes through through this service line here, continuously for 24 hours a day. And when this flow is inhibited, it alerts them that something's going wrong with this service lateral. And at that time, they will also alert us to go and determine where that blockage could be before it gets to this manhole or afterwards. We are now at the downstream manhole, and this is where the spill actually occurred. So we want to make sure that the flow that comes into this manhole has not been impeded. So we had to start up there to make sure that one was fine, and that this one here, which is the trouble spot, wherever the blockage was in between there and here, and below is where the spill actually occurred, that everything is still flowing and fine at this location. As you can see around the rim and around the remnants here, where they got some little pebbles and things of that nature, you actually see debris. But around here on this side, if you will, this is the fecal matter and the septic that's actually that overflow out of this manhole. They got a little lime around here now, but that was actually fecal matter that came out of this manhole. So when we come out, we have to be quite aware of where we're stepping, because that is hazardous material. So we don't want to get that on our person. Okay. So we're looking at that. They put the lime out already. We have to open this manhole top and make sure that there's no grease inside of that manhole that's causing the block up again. Okay. We just opened up the manhole lid here, and we see that flow is going well. And right now, the reason why this blockage occurred is because the residents in this area did not properly dispose of their fast oil and grease. When you clean your pan, pots, and your plates inside of your apartments or your homes or whatever, you need to properly dispose of that so that it will not come here to the sanitary sewer line and clog it up. These lines work just like the body works with a heart attack. After years and years of plaque developing on the inside of your arteries and veins, it creates a heart attack because the blood can no longer flow through that opening. The same is with these sewer lines here. Through months and years of abuse of the grease being poured down this drain, your toilets and things of that nature, it gets into the lines, and once it cools, it creates plaque. And once it gets to a certain point, it gets so thick, it clogs the line up and it backs up. This acts just like a heart attack, so it overflows, and the blood, which is the water here for us, doesn't flow anywhere, so it comes out of this manhole. So this is why it's important that we have a good education program, outreach program for the community, dealing with this proper disposal of our fast oil and grease, so that we can reduce and eventually eliminate the sanitary sewer overflow spills for the city of Atlanta.